Hi, good morning. We've had a very successful week with a lot of attendance in the webinar for Moms Who Rock. And I had a very interesting question from one of the mothers. She asked me, given it's the new year, she has set up certain resolutions for herself. And she says, I am struggling with my bad habits. And specifically, she spoke about her bad habit about spending money excessively when she goes out shopping and losing her cool. So today I'd like to talk to you about habits. There's a very interesting story about the Alcatraz prison in America, and it talks about how hardened criminals were put in that prison because it was so isolated that prisoners could not escape. There were a couple who apparently did try to escape, but there is no known record of anyone actually being able to make it to safety. So our habits are a little bit like the Alcatraz prison, where we are so confined by our fixed ideas that we find it very, very difficult to break through. And our habits are not confined in any way like the prisoners in the Alcatraz prison. Our habits are just routine things that we have developed over the course of a period of time. And our habits are fixed ideas that sometimes we take from the environment, from media, from other people, and sometimes they're just formed by ourselves internally. And of course, I'm not saying that everyone just has bad habits. We have good habits and we have bad habits. The bad habits create the Alcatraz prison, that confined jail cell for us. And the good habits, for example, like going to the gym, eating healthily, are the ones that create paradise for us, that help us to be strong mentally, physically and spiritually. And you might know different kinds of people. People who are emotionally strong, live an abundant life and are generally happy people. And how have they created that? They have created that through habits, through positive habits, whether it is positive thoughts or positive physical things like I said, good nutrition, going to this gym, reading good books. And on the other hand, we also know people who are emotionally not very strong, emotionally weak people who are either on a roller coaster ride of being on a high or being on a low, high and low, getting into fights, getting into bad relationships, physically not being in the best place. And how does that happen? Because they have habits that do not support them. They have negative habits. So whatever you choose to create for yourself will help you to create certain behaviors, and those behaviors will get you the results in your life, and those results will finally get you your destiny. So if today you decide to have a different destiny, you need to work on the results. The results that are created by your behavior and your behavior that are created by your habits. And always remember that it takes the same amount of energy to nurture a good habit with the same amount of energy that requires to follow a bad habit. So if we have a good habit of eating healthily and going to the gym, that's a good habit that we need energy for to follow through, to nurture, versus the energy required for a bad habit, like let's say eating fast food, eating junk food, smoking, thinking negative habits. That also requires energy. So today decide, where do you want to invest your energy? In your good habits or in your bad habits? And like the mom's question, for how do we actually change the habits? In Moms Who Rock, the program I have developed especially for moms, we actually talk about how we have certain powerful strategies that will help us to break through the negative habits, create new positive habits through things like powerful affirmations on a daily basis that will kill the negative habits over a period of time, so that we create good different behavior that will create a different result and therefore a different destiny. So taking this mom's example about overspending and being angry, what will her destiny be? Versus the same mom who decides to invest her energy differently in being more frugal being more watchful of our spending habits, saving money, and then creating a loving, peaceful, and balanced life with our children and family. What do you want to choose, Mom? I look forward to receiving your email to register yourself immediately for Moms Who Rock. The program begins on the 28th of January. Email me on sunanaathena@gmail.com. It's an online program promising to change your life towards creating a more confident, calm mom with clarity, creating a balanced and loving, fulfilling life. See you then. Bye.